Okay guys, so we're going to have to solve some equations. So we're going to have to read this first. That's the first thing we want to do. 3 minus 2 times x equals 10. So we're going to look at that. We've got a 3 and we've got a negative 2x. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to see, do we have to, combine like terms? We don't. So let's look at this. See that 3? We've got to get rid of it first. So we're going to subtract that 3 on each side. Then we're going to bring down the negative 2x. That's all that's left there because 3 minus 3 is 0. And 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay? So then we look and we say, okay, negative 2 times x equals 7. How do you undo multiplication? Well, you have to divide it by whatever's bothering that x or being multiplied by that x. So when we go over to Desmos, you can take 7 divided by negative 2 and you're going to get, well, maybe, divided by negative 2 and you get negative 3.5. Let me try to fix what's going on here. Okay, we got it. Negative 3.5. Now, the trick is making sure that you check this in your calculator. So the first thing I'm going to put into my calculator is the answer that I got when I figured out the problem. So I'm going to put in x equals negative 3.5. Then I'm going to go up to the very top and I'm going to put in this part of the problem with the x in it. 3 minus, okay, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen again. 3 minus 2x, and that gives me 10 on Desmos. And that 10 is right here, which means that I did the work right. Okay? So take your time, look back through that. I'm sorry that I made a couple of mistakes on the screen, but you should be able to follow and make sure you understand how to check your work. That's very, very important. So let's look at this next problem. This is one of the problems that we said was a princess that we have to protect with a force field is in a tower. And her prince is going to save her from that tower. The only way he can do that is to blow up the tower. So we're dividing by 3. So the only way to get rid of it is to multiply by 3 on each side. So that cancels out. You bring the princess down to the ground, no longer need any force fields or protection around her, and you multiply that 11 times 3. And of course you get 33. So now you look at the problem again. You've got x minus 2 equals 33. So you have to add 2 to both sides to get that x by itself. You get x equals 35. So let's go over to Desmos and we're going to practice again putting it in to check it. So I'm going to put in my answer, x equals 35. Then I'm going to put in the part of the problem that has the x in it, but I am going to use those parentheses. X minus 2, close the parentheses, divided by 3. And that gives me 11, which is exactly what I have here. So that means this problem was done correctly. So let's go on. We're gonna stop. We're gonna do another video on some that have us combining like terms, okay? So we'll see you in a second.